Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be taking a look at a demo for an upcoming game. This is Forsworn, which is it's a roguelike type game where you travel between nodes and have like a fight or different events or, you know, other things to do. So it's stuff that we've seen before, but this isn't a deck builder. This is a game where the battles are turn-based with abilities, spells, all sorts of things. It's a little bit like I don't want to say Baldur's Gate 3, because obviously, you know, hugely high production values, but very much that kind of thing. It is almost like a D&D tabletop turn-based style game. And I've played a couple of runs already, and think it's a lot of fun, actually. I had a good time with it, so I'm going to play a run now and show you guys. Now, the developer for this game, he got in touch and sent me an early code for the demo, just to play it a little bit ahead of its public release, but I think as I publish this video, it will already be available to play on Steam, so I'll put a link to the store page in the description to this video, so, you know, if you like what you see, check out the demo. Right, without further ado, I'm going to do continue. So this is the campaign. As I said, I've played a couple of runs, and the reason I'm continuing it rather than starting a new one is the first one you do is kind of a tutorial, but you're also kind of locked into the first three heroes that you play as. Whereas after you've done that first run, there's actually a range of 5 different heroes, of which you can choose any 3 for subsequent runs. You also unlock an artifact. I'm guessing a lot of these aren't unlocked in the demo, because I've only done the first one, and this we can apply. It just means that a little bit of healing at the end of fights, which is going to be important, as we will see. But let's raise our first hero. So we have a knight. He's very much a tanky class. It does okay damage, but, you know, very much a front line, take the hits for other people type thing. It's okay. Then we have a paladin who is a bit more of a DPS. Like, he does have some shield, but he's also got does a bit more damage than the knight. He's got some spells, damaging and healing spells. I quite liked playing as the paladin, actually. We've got the wizard, who I've actually done a couple of runs with now. He's very flexible in terms of giving people shield, doing different types of damage, AoE and stuff, so I'll probably take the wizard out. I think the wizard, for me, feels like a very essential hero to have. And so these are the initial 3 that you were given on your first run. Then last run I unlocked the assassin, which is a lot of fun class. It says it's fragile, but honestly, this guy, because of the way his abilities work, barely took any damage on my run, and just was an absolute unit for killing people, which is quite important in this game. Basically, he's got an ability that can stealth him. Enemies can still seem to target him, but when he attacks from stealth, he does a lot more damage. You can't spam that, but you can make use of it to clear enemies a lot more quickly. And they've got the monk, which was an interesting class. They actually did a lot of damage, but didn't really have the kind of passive heal that the paladin has. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go out with paladin. We're going to go out with assassin. And we're going to go out with the wizard, who I do like. We'll talk a little bit about, you might have seen something that says like Font of Souls and stuff. So when you complete a run, you're given some of these soul shards. And so this is kind of where the meta progression comes in. We'll take a bit more of a look at it at the end, basically. But yeah, as you do a run, you can kind of level up your guys a little bit, so they gain a bit more shield and do a bit more damage. The ones I've taken, you know, you can make them travel further, have more health, and all other stuff as well. Well, as I said, at the end of the demo, we'll have a closer look at that stuff. But let's start. So we start off in the graveyard. So I think the idea is that these are sort of undead heroes that we raise to go and do this run. You kind of left-click to move about. You talk to this guy from the second run onwards. He wasn't here for my first run, but he gives you like a little artifact or little ability level up or something as you start. Risen again, you slip from death's grasp. The shadows stir, offering their favour. No price, no chains, only choice. Take what you will and let this gift shape destiny. So we could take some magical items. We could receive a bit of cash. Learn a new ability. Now the abilities is kind of the bread and butter in this game. So I'm going to take abilities. And whenever you sort of get an ability or anything, every single person in your party will get a choice here. So that's kind of cool. So we could, this is one of our starting skills, so we could level it up to do more damage. So you can actually like hover over it, and it will tell you, you know, what you have now, what the level up looks like, and you can even sort of see, you know, how the full progression works, which is kind of cool. So you can, you know, plan your builds from the very beginning if that's what you want to do. That is quite good. That extra protection though could be good too. What's it at the moment? It's at 12 at the moment, so it's not like he doesn't have any. I'm going to go for the extra damage, I think. Because it's a ranged skill as well. Now, I didn't use this the last time I had the assassin. Garrote an enemy dealing 2 damage and inflicting 1 bleed. Now, what does that look like? So it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does do bleed. Which lose health equal to the amount of bleed when casting an ability, bypassing shield. So this isn't something that happens per turn, it happens when the enemies use one of their abilities. It's kind of cool. Okay. Parry, shield and thorns, you kind of, as the assassin, you don't want to be hit. The thorns is as it sounds, you know, when enemies hit you, they take damage. Ooh, we'll just gain more stealth. I actually think we want to, I wasn't offered this last time. I think actually chaining stealth seems like a good idea. Ooh, this is like a gold ability. This is so these are the basic ones, as you can tell with the white text. You get some have green text, which I think is kind of like a rare or like an uncommon perhaps. Then you have a blue tier, which I think is rare, and then this I guess is like a legendary ability or something. Oh, this is for our ultimate. Okay, we'll get to what an ultimate is. Basically doubles the damage of it, which is pretty good. Versus these? Yeah, okay. I've never actually been offered that before. Cool. Alright, well, we'll get to what the ultimate is in a sec. So we're about to have our first fight. We can rotate the camera, you can move it about with WASD, left click to move. It's all very logical, user-friendly. I think that, you know, I think the developers put a lot of thought into just making the game just feel quite nice to play, which I really appreciate. So here we go. So we have a little initiative queue at the top, so you can see my heroes are acting first on our turn. We can flip between them interchangeably, so I could act with him, then go back to him and move. You know, we have... so these are our heroes. We can see the distance they can move here, this 13 meters. The assassin can travel a bit further. They each have 3 ability points. See here with the pips. I haven't seen a way to increase these at base, but anything you don't use in a turn gets saved over for the following turn. So, you know, if you are saving up for a big attack or a series of attacks, it can make sense to do that. What else have we got? You can see their health, any sort of status effects that they have on them currently. The paladin puts out these auras. We see our enemies, you can inspect them. I think this probably hasn't been populated, but, you know, hopefully further on in development you can see, you know, how much damage they do, any shield they have, that kind of thing. Or maybe these are modifiers, I'm not sure. I do feel like that will be populated at some stage. We'll also do the same thing for our guys. So actually you can see here that they are modifiers. Okay. Yeah. What else can we talk about? So this is where our kind of skill is, which we can change. So if on the paladin he has a choice of 3 auras and he can change it once per turn. At the moment we've got this one, which means all allies in his aura range gain thorn, so when they're attacked they'll do damage. Or allies can heal when they're in the range of it, and the amount healed is increased by the paladin shield modifier. Or allies have a 50% chance to gain 1 AP at the start of their turn. But I think these skeletons are going to hit us, so I'm going to stick with the retribution one for now. On the assassin, his one, so what he can do, he can mark an enemy for death, and when that enemy is killed, doesn't have to be by him, can be by anyone, he'll enter stealth, and then he can sort of go around and use his little stealth abilities. So why don't we go ahead and mark this first skeleton. So when that skeleton dies, and what we probably want to do is kill that skeleton with someone else, so he'll enter stealth, and then we'll do more damage on his attack. And we have the wizard. I don't really get the wizard's thing. It says damage is increased by 1 for each unique school of magic cast. Now this bonus resets upon casting a spell with the same school already counting the bonus. I guess that persists between turns. I haven't really noticed it happening that reliably, but I'm not sure. So this is arcane, lightning, fire. So I guess that's 3 things. It's hard to do though with the lack of AP because that costs 1, that costs 2, and that costs 2. So try and preserve health. I think we'll put the arcane shield on to begin with, and then I think I might zap this guy with a bit of fire. That's cool. Let's go paladin. So these are your abilities. They all have different energy costs. They each have different cooldowns. Generally, you can only use a skill once in a turn. Some skills have more than a turn cooldown though. So what's this? Skeleton's got 5 health. If we did this, it would actually kill him. So let's do that. There, so he's gone. We do have some shields, so I think let's run over to this skeleton. I'll give him a bop with that. Now you may have noticed this little yellow orb here in the bottom left. So this is our ultimate bar. You can kind of change the rate at which it fills by taking certain upgrades, but generally at the beginning, when you use an ability, it'll charge 10%. Well, it says 10% per AP spent, so I used 2 1-cost skills. And when it hits 100, we can activate this skill. The Paladin's one's okay. He'll transfer AP to an ally, and then whenever that ally kills an enemy, he'll gain an AP and can then act. I never really got it to work that well. The Assassin one's pretty cool. He can basically go on as it's called, a killing spree. So all his cooldowns kind of reset. He gains an AP, and then every time he kills an enemy in that turn, he'll gain an AP. So stuff will still have a cooldown after you use it in this mode, so you can't just go infinitely, but you can definitely chain a few kills together. And then the wizard, he's got this fireball thing, twin rays that we leveled up at the very start. Which is kind of powerful, even unleveled. So let's so we're in stealth now. You can see casting any ability breaks stealth. So if he's gained that, if next time I attack, he'll lose it, or use anything from this bar. In fact. It does last a couple of turns if you don't do that, and it deals an extra 50% damage. So we're going to go up to this skeleton. It says it's out of range, but we'll be able to get there. And now we'll be doing 7 to 10 damage. Chance of a kill, 8. But we can do this one, which is 2 to 3 damage and poison. But I mean, that's going to be enough. There we go. So he's dead. We're not stealth anymore, but you know, that's fine. Got a bit of movement still in this guy, but let's end our turn. Okay, so that didn't get through the shield, which is nice. By the way, the ultimate bar resets between battles, so yeah, you don't get to use it that often, but it is very powerful. Smack. So enemies will drop gold. You kind of go around and pick it all up after your fight. This little trail of stuff actually does kind of point you towards any loot and stuff left on the ground, so you don't miss out. Ooh, Ring of Sustained Power. Now you do pick up items. You can only equip them between like battle arenas. Okay, so this is pointing me towards this, which will move us to the sort of roguelike travelling screen. Get some reward. Get a couple of things. Dark Magister's Ring. Dispel a random negative effect on yourself when killing an enemy. Increase max health by 6. Oh, that's a nice one. And after each battle, you get to choose another ability, which is either something new or upgrading something you already have. So we could actually take this to tier 3 already. Now it does more damage and inflicts burn. Yeah, of those, I think I'll take that. Assassin. So we see a couple of things we've seen already. Coat Poison. Coat your blades of poison, applying a poison when dealing direct damage. I might take that. There are a lot of ways to... other abilities you can get that kind of work on doing more damage depending on how many stacks you got. Wow, he's leveling this up to tier 3 now. I do like this fireball. If you can raise this a couple of levels, it actually hits 2 people. I'd like to get that to tier 3. I found it really cool when I did that, because you can either do 2 attacks on one enemy or target 2 different enemies, so it can be pretty useful. Now this is our roguelike sort of travel map, if you like. The demo, you've got the whole of Act 1, and then the demo ends, but you know, it's definitely intended that there are Acts 2 and 3. Similar structure to things like Slay the Spire, you know. So what have we got? Well, these are battles. You can kind of see the paths there between things, so you can plan it out a little bit. You've got mysterious events. Generally, these are quite positive from the ones I've seen. You've got some elite battles, which are very tough, to be honest. I've beaten the end boss on both the runs I've tried, but the one I did an elite in, it was a bit more touch and go. I had to hit a few more healing sites because it really did a number on us. We have upgrade sites, so you can upgrade abilities. That's actually pretty powerful, so I think we will try and hit that one. A merchant. You can buy some nice stuff. You can sell stuff you found that you're not that keen on. But a lot of the stuff is very expensive. So, and you don't earn that much gold. So I think for me, and rest sites, yeah, to heal up. And then we got the boss at the end. But I think I'm going to try and hit this upgrade site, so we can kind of go do a couple of battles and then hit it. Or we could go through the elite. I'm not going to do the elite. The rewards... Considering how close to death we came doing this fight, the rewards weren't quite commensurate with that, because you know I sort of lost out on doing other fights through having to heal afterwards. So we'll probably avoid that this time. Tavern Brawl. Okay, so we got it says take care of the disorderly patrons. So let's do that. 12 health on these guys. 4 guys all the same. We do. So we probably want to mark one for death now. Maybe this guy. I think we will put on the shield. And I think we'll fling a fireball at him. That's good. Did a bit of burn. Come back to him. So the paladin can probably come up and kill this guy now. 4 to 7. Good chance of doing the 5 we need. We did 6, so he's dead. Our assassin is now stealthed. We could gain more shield, or we could do more damage. I'm going to put more damage. I'm going to kind of position him here. I'll keep the Thorns aura on. Now with this guy... Let's attack him. Now, what I probably should have... If I use this, it'll lose stealth. What I probably should have done is do this first, and then do the attack. But these guys are fairly low health, so I don't think it'll come back and bite me too much. It could vanish. Well, I think there's a good chance we kill this guy when you take the poison into account. Right, so we'll leave him there. One more here. I can't do anything with it though, so that's probably our turn. Yep, he died to poison. He died to thorns. Okay, so we should be fine. We should be fine here. We can actually do a stun with this attack. Not that we need to, but I was just showing you. Do a little zappy zap. Nice easy one to start with. But we leveled. That's good. So we'll get an ability and a leveling bonus. So we could. So this is the paladin. We can increase health by 5. We can make him run a bit further, or increase party's experience by 4%. I'm actually going to go for the health. I think that would be quite important. The assassin. I'm going to go for the ultimate generation. Like if he can get to that sort of chained Reaper kill mode type thing faster, that's good. And for probably the same for the wizard as well, because his ultimate is very powerful. All right, we'll get the ability upgrades when we actually leave this map. A couple of piles of gold. I think that's probably it. A couple of things. Oh, I forgot to equip our other stuff on the map, so we'll do that now. God, it really wants us to upgrade this thing, doesn't it? This is good though, I enjoy it. Well, I had this on my first run, I quite like it. It's, especially upgraded, you can do 3 attacks, so that's pretty good to start with. And with each hit, you heal. 1 health at the moment isn't great, but if you take this up a couple of tiers, it actually feels pretty good, getting a bit of bonus healing in. What we got here, coat your blaze of poison, applying 2 poison when dealing. Yeah, maybe that's the one. I think that's the one. Wizard. The teleport's okay. I found I didn't use it very much when I did take it. I'm gonna... The arcane shield is just always good, especially if you do it in like your first turn. Right, let's equip our stuff now. So we've got increase ultimate charge generation by 10%. I wouldn't mind that on the wizard, actually. We've got another ring. That's not that good. Health by 6, though, so I think I might give that to the Pally. It's our sort of tanky character. I didn't... I had this in my last run, I didn't use it, though. At the start of each turn, flip a coin. If heads, you gain a 1 AP. If you tails, you lose 1. I didn't... I'm not that much of a gambling man. 50% of the time losing an AP? Yeah, I don't know. Gain AP next turn if no damage was dealt by abilities this turn. Who would use that? I mean, potentially the assassin, I suppose, if he has a turn of just... Well, no, he wouldn't be up. Yeah, I mean, he could... It only lasts until the end of the turn. The wizard, I mean, he could shield... I'll put it on the wizard for now, but I'm not totally sold by that. I guess I'll give that to him. Right, so yeah, as we said, we're going to go... We'll do this battle, I think. I couldn't quite tell if the one above it, the path would end up at the upgrade point as well. I wasn't sure, so we'll do this one. Okay, we've been ambushed in our camp. A couple of snakes, a couple of spiders, and what's this? No idea what that flag is. Oh well. Right. Well, I think we're gonna start with the shield. Don't want a bit of that. Right, we probably want to mark something for death. Maybe this snake. Maybe the paladin to go do it. Six. Can we kill him with a fire burst? Yes, we can. Right, now he's out of the way. I'm actually going to move the wizard as far over here as I can, so he's kind of hopefully out of range of other stuff. Our assassin is now stealth, which is nice. I should get in the habit of putting this on first, this poison. Ay. Okay. It's not too bad at the moment, but that kind of misplay will hurt later. Guess I'll put on the poison. Should I put the poison? I could vanish again, maybe. I could put on the shield and then vanish again. Might do. I don't think I'm killing this spider right now. But let's just wait there. So enemies will see us even though we're stealth. I don't know if that's like a bug or a feature, but it's mainly to get the damage boost, isn't it? So this won't kill this, but it'll do some. Plus it'll have the Thorns aura. Whichever one it hits, it'll probably die to the Thorns. He still has a point, but he can't use it on anything. So, but it does mean that he'll have 4 next turn, so that's fine. Best case, attack the guy with all the shields and then died. Oh god. Oh, that's reinforcements. Oh, that's what that flag was. Okay. Sucks to be the wizard. Although I've noticed while enemies can move on the turn they appear, if you have like a stage with reinforcements, and they don't tend to attack. I don't think I've ever seen that. I wonder how many rounds we got to survive here. That's pretty harsh, actually. We haven't taken damage yet, so there's not much point doing that. I think we shield. I think we attack. Coat poison. Wondering what I should mark. Oh no, that costs 2. Oh, that's pointless. Oh well. I'll stick it on this, so at least he shields. Because we're going to attack with the paladin now. Actually, he may not die. Doesn't look like it. Right, Wiz, what you got? Put that on. Get rid of an enemy. We've actually got that now. That's pretty cool. I guess we'll stun the wolf. And sort of run down here a little bit. So where are the enemies? Oh, the other snake in there. Little bugger. Okay. I'm gonna try and protect the wizard from the spider, I think. The assassin. I'm gonna bring him over here, maybe. I'm thinking this snake down here might not be able to attack him, at least. So can't do anything, can't do anything. Alright, well I think we might see an alternate ability in this battle. Okay, no, it did attack. The goggles do nothing. Alright. Ah, my wizard. This is that's more coming in as well. God. I can't kill things quick enough. Is it going to happen again? Okay. Unless there's something sort of off to this side that hasn't entered the initiative order yet, it seems like this is the last wave, which is just as well, because this is pretty bad. I'm gonna bring the wizard here. Let's stick the stick this on. We're very close to our ultimate. Can I kill anything? Okay, so we've got the assassin. He is shielded. Yeah, so he's shielded now. If I mark this guy for death, hopefully we should kill that ourselves. Oh, we didn't. I don't know why we didn't. Lucky it actually did less damage than it was meant to. Okay, well that sucks. Let's put the shield on. I guess we do that. I was hoping not to waste that spell on him, but here we are. I can actually do this now. This will kill. I might use that on maybe the wolf. That's actually doing 30 damage. The spiders have slightly more health, but I think the wolf could be bad. Paladin, so he's still not... Well, he's taken a little bit of damage. This one is powerful. Like, it can kill an enemy quite well. It might be better to use these two. 4 to 7, 7 to 10. Alright. Four to 7, there's a good chance it doesn't kill that spider, so I think instead I'll do this. It's quite wasteful, but I just want to get enemies off the field at this point. God, I'll tell you what, this is a tough fight. This is a lot tougher than a lot of the fights I've had, you know, normal fights I've had in this game. Luckily we're shielded, so hopefully that does prevent a fair bit of damage coming in. Probably get the assassin's ultimate on this one. Okay, shield has gone. Wizard, can you reapply? He can't, it's on cooldown. Okay. Assassin. Yeah, so we could do this. I think we attack from stealth, reset cooldown. With this. He's got all his abilities back now. This has got 2 health, so this lasts all turn, so I think we'll use an AP on that. He's doing 1 to 2 damage now. I think he was doing more before, wasn't it? Let's mark him for death anyway. This to do the 2. It does the 1. Ah, I did the 2. Okay, that's good. Right, then we do this. Didn't kill. I guess I could have attacked him with someone else and kept it going, but with everything on cooldown, it would have been fairly limited what he could have done anyway. Oh, we can do it again. Maybe you can do that more than 1 turn. Damn, you can actually change this. I didn't realise that. I thought that was once per turn, so that's actually really good. So the wizard, you kill that. Now he's stealthed again. It's kind of on the pally now, I think. Oh, what's he got? Yeah, these I might save for next turn because these guys can't act. So instead we'll shield up. And we'll save his ult for next time. I might switch to the concentration as well. It won't have the thorns, but he'll have a chance of getting more AP, I think. In fact, we can get the assassin in so they're both in this aura. And then they'll all... Well, the wizard can't move, but... Those guys will both have a chance to get an extra AP. Oh, I should have said as well, if you press Alt, or if you hold down Alt, you'll actually see the enemy's intentions, who they're going to attack next time. I tend to not use it. I don't know why. I kind of rely more on my own tactics than studying the enemy, but it's definitely there if you want to play differently. So what we're going to do, well, we're going to give up his AP. Shall I attack first? No, the assassin will be okay. So we'll give this to him. We'll apply... Oh no, because... yeah. Let's kill this. Why is it doing less damage than it's showing? It was saying 8 something. Something's not... Not sure. So he didn't even kill him. Right, so that was completely pointless. And now he doesn't have enough to do anything. Alright, shield up. It's the wizard. Yeah, he actually, I think he... Did he gain an extra one? I'm not sure. Well, let's stun the stronger one. Put the shields on every one. Line of sight does matter, so we'll get as close to this as we can and hopefully hit him. Looks like it. Yeah, so that last enemy's stunned. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. The assassin's actually still got all that AP, which is kind of cool. Alright, we'll do that. And kind of attack this guy. Cool. Okay, well let's gather up all our gold. There's a chest up there as well. Spectre Band. Paladin, taunt an enemy. I don't know about that. More shield or take this thing up. Burn to all enemies near the target. Sure, if it's going to keep leveling up this one ability, I'll keep doing it. Now vanish. What is the improvement there? Oh, it's reduced the cooldown. I mean, yeah. Does more poison. Okay. I mean, there are sort of more powerful single targets later on where actually building stacks of something like that does seem pretty good. I really like this one, this Stormcutter. Does damage and 2 bleed to everyone in an area, so I think we'll take the AoE, although I do like this going up again, but you don't often get offered like the uncommons and above. So we'll take that. So that was our fight. Let's do a mysterious event. A moss-covered stone well stands before you, its surface etched with faded runes that hum faintly with magic. The air around it feels heavy, charged with possibility. Peering into its depths, you see shimmering water that ripples unnaturally, reflecting glimpses of treasures, knowledge, and vitality. The magic seems eager, almost alive, awaiting your wish. Well, we're not too... The heal would be nice, but we aren't that bad. I think we'll just take another new ability each. Ooh, what's this? Unleash a barrage of holy bolts, dealing 8 to 10 damage to all enemies in the area. Damn. We've got purples as well, like epic level. Is okay. Fire a wave of light in a direction, dealing 6 to 10 damage to enemies. Additionally grants 6 shield to allies the wave passes through. Damn. Engulf yourself in holy fire, releasing an explosion of 5 to 7 damage to nearby enemies. For the next 2 turns, gain 4 thorns. Heal 2 health at the start of each turn. Damn! I think because he's our tank in this... Oh, this seems good as well. It depends how big that area is. I wish it told you, like, the radius on the area of effect. The range is how far you can lob it. But because we're tanky and trying to sort of get people to attack the Paladin, I think I'm going to go with Righteous Fire. It's the longest cooldown. You got that heal there as well. Yeah, okay. There's a tight call between those two, but that was really good. Okay, Assassin. Oh, we've got an epic here as well. Evasion. Dodge the next 2 attacks, cause them to miss and deal no damage. Gain 2 AP now, but decrease next turn's AP by 2. Okay. Premeditation. Prepare your next move, reducing all cooldowns by 1 and increasing the damage of your next ability by 2. I could pair quite well with his ultimate. Yeah, I'll take that and sort of intend for that to be the case. Oh, we're getting some good stuff here. I've never taken this, but only because I generally get offered other stuff that I'm more keen on. But it's a single target spell, I think, but does a variety of elemental damage to it, up to like between 6 and 12 damage. But that, you know, if you got that more often, it would level up pretty nicely. Send a surge of lightning through your target, dealing 2 to 6 damage. If they are killed, gain an AP. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. We can make that work. Alright, and now we're going to go to an actual upgrade site, and you gain even more abilities. You stumble upon a towering construct of silver and stone. Its surface glows faintly with living runes, pulsing in harmony with your heartbeat. A soft radiance envelops you, and a voice stirs within your mind. You have been chosen. Grow stronger. Okay, yeah, I kind of forgot how this works. So, we have a token, and we can upgrade an ability with it, but the more powerful ones, like this Righteous Fire and his ultimate, cost more than 1. We can level up something else, so... I haven't used this yet, but only because it hasn't really needed the healing. His tier 1 attack, it seems a bit boring, doesn't it? Oh, actually, his Holy Shock is actually max level now, so that's cool. It's Aegis, gain another 4 shield. But this one, I think, doing more damage, doing bigger heals, I think that's what I'll upgrade. I was going to leave them, but each one has this. So 3, 2, 1. So anything this or below. Venom Strike. 3 to 4 damage, inflicting 5 poison. Gain a shield for each stack of poison on the target. Seems alright. You get an extra turn on the poison. Which would actually make that more usable with his stealth. We could do that, go into stealth. Yeah, but then this does seem quite nice. But I think that actually makes that spell more worthwhile. So I think I'll upgrade that. Oh god, I keep doing that. That would be bad. What does this electrocute do? I kind of like this one. 6 to 10. Oof. It's got to be that, I think. You know, that could almost one-hit some enemies. Oh, it's 2 tokens. Oh, okay, so I can't do that. 3 to 8, 2 bleed to all enemies. That's pretty good. That's an AoE, so that's actually really nice. I would like to take this one up. But doing that extra AoE damage, I think would be powerful, so we'll leave that. And now we can leave. It'd be nice to hit another one of those. I mean, I could, but I'd have to go through an elite. There is one just before the boss fight, though. I think maybe we do this fight. We have the option of a rest site if we need it at that point. Yeah, I think that offers us a... Or we could do event, fight, rest. I think it's probably much of a muchness. Let's go this way. Ah, okay, I've had this fight before. Got a couple of wizards back. Oh, skeleton mages, in fact. We have a lich and a death knight. This is pretty hairy. Pretty hairy. The key to this fight, actually, is taking down the lich quickest, I think. Before I kind of got rid of the mobs as they are a bit lower health, the death knight can shield quite drastically. But this guy can keep just casting nasty stuff, so we need to take him down. We could send him there and do that. It's not actually that much damage, though. We could send him there and do that, even though he doesn't really need the heal. How big the... Oh, I can hit both of those. So that's 2. 4 to 9 and bleed. I kind of wanted to shield. Assassin. Oh, he's got an extra AP now. How did he get that? Oh, is it because I still had this on? How much is the wizard? He was the only one who got one. Do I want to change that? I put it on the self-heal, actually, now. Everyone's a bit injured. Yeah, I think what we would want to do is kind of run everyone up there so they're all in the paladin's aura. So let's go up with the paladin first. Do that. Do this as well. Luckily his area of effect spells don't hit allies, so that's kind of cool. Right, so we're all in that perseverance aura now, which is nice. I don't know if it's worth putting the mark on. I mean, maybe we can kill him. Maybe we can. We'll assume we can. So I think we coat with poison. Having that extra AP is actually very useful, so then we can do that. Do that. we'll come back to that in a sec. So yeah, so I think we do want to do this. A little bit of a heal on the whiz. It's at 31 health still. Two-turn cooldown versus one turn. I think I'll use this. It's similar damage, but if this guy doesn't die this turn... Oh, hang on. Run out of movement. So what do we want to do here? How big's the explosion? It's actually, yeah, it's not bad. I think I might do this with the poison, the bleed, and the fire. That might kill him. 9 to 12, 4 to 7, 19. Actually, maybe better to do these two. And then I could... He'll play more burn, I think. I'll hit him with this. So we have we have another 2 ability set. Okay, so he's down to 8. A bit limited in what I can do. We could put poison. Yeah, maybe the more poison, and then hopefully he just dies on his turn. So he's got 9 poison now and 6 health points. Pally can't do anything. Yeah, okay, I think that's alright. Let's end the turn. Hopefully he just dies to poison. Ow. Yeah. I'm not sure what this thing does. Soul Crystal. Generally, I've killed the Death Knight before it really becomes a factor. I can't do both. I think stunning the Death Knight would probably be a good move. Maybe put the damage on. This dude, has he still got the poison? He actually still has the poison, so that's good. I don't want to prep because that wouldn't be good. See, it's saying 7 to 10 there now. How much does it actually do? 9. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it is working. I wasn't sure, but I think it's okay. Right, I think we can kill this guy. So let's do that. Let's see. So we could heal. So maybe we'll do the Zealous Strikes. Sweet, level up. Getting our ult a bit quicker, sure. Additional damage when attacking from stealth. Yeah, I think that's the one we'll take on the assassin. Fire spells have a 50% chance to burn. Let's do anything that gets us towards the ult charge a bit quicker, I think. Alright, so we've got Assassin's got a couple of things now. Can't do a lot with them. Well, the thing is, if he uses an ability, he'll lose the stealth. So I think we'll just... we'll try and get a bit of line of sight stuff going on with those skeletons. I mean, they could probably just move, but... Alright. Oof. Right, so let's get down into his little healing aura. We'll do that. He's at 99. Actually, that's good, because he can do that. Kill you. Blam. Paladin. Did he not get healed by those attacks? Maybe he did and I missed it. Alright, let's just take this guy out. Sweet. Don't think there's any treasure or anything here. We just leave. Just trying to equip the loot. I've probably got loads I haven't equipped. Disintegrate. So these are all new, all uncommon. Disintegrate evil. I mean, yeah. Blast a ray of searing light at an enemy. If the enemy is killed, refund an AP. Increase outgoing damage by 1 until the end of the turn. Ooh, 6 to 10 to AoE around nearby enemies. That seems pretty good. Or like another self-heal. That one's more damage. I think I'll do that. I didn't actually look at the cooldown times. It's probably longer. Blind. Twirling Blades. Throw flaming daggers in a small area, dealing 4 to 6 damage and burn. Or... yeah, I'll take that. I feel like this assassin needs another damaging skill. Ooh, tier 2 Electrocute's probably the one. Blast enemies in a small frontal area for 1 to 4 damage. Okay. Curse an enemy. Or... so this is going to be, yeah, almost doubling the damage on it, so we'll take that. Alright. So we could heal, I mean... well, not that bad. I think maybe we'll do the event. As you push open the door of an old stone tower, the scent of ancient dust and burning incense fills your lungs. Inside, the remnants of a once great magical workshop lie in disarray. Glowing runes etched into the walls, bubbling vials left half-finished, and forgotten tomes stacked precariously on tables. Though the mage who once resided here is long gone, arcane energy still hums through the air, offering you a chance to harness its power. Can I... okay, I can see the map. Oh, yeah, yes. So we actually don't have the chance to go to another upgrade station, so I think, with that in mind, I'll transform a random ability and give it a tier? Okay. I can't get a preview just yet, but I wasn't using that a lot anyway. Unfortunately, that is his shield ability, so we'll see. Got level 2 Guardian Angel, though. Pre-med to... okay. I know this one. This does another sort of firing daggers around. I haven't really used the premeditation, so that's fine. I've lost my zap, and I've got Meteor tier 2. That could be interesting. I think we yeah. I think we did alright out of that. Now, I think we fight, event, rest, boss. I think is the way we're going to do this. It's loading. Probably loading a big fight. I forgot to equip all my stuff again. Oh god. Okay, disrupt the cultists. It would be if the developer is watching this, I would say perhaps either give people the ability to equip their stuff here, like before they enter a fight, or if you're on the map screen going into something, maybe just have like a little thing, you have unequipped items, would you like to do that now? Because I just keep forgetting. Which is a shame. I think I've got some decent stuff. These guys don't seem too high health though. Unless they're going to like resummon a lot of waves, we should be okay. Doesn't look like they are. Find the ritual sites and slay the cultist leaders. We're cultist, crazed initiate. Okay. Then we'll go for this guy first then. So what do we got? So what does other new things do? So he got Guardian Angel, didn't he? Gain 10 shield and 4 thorns until the end of turn. For 1 cost. That's not bad. Radiance. The Holy Nova thing. Yeah, that costs 2. This costs... We could do both, actually. Alright, I'll gain the thorns, because I expect he's going to take some damage. And this Radiance... I think if he was to stand, say, here, I think he could hit both. Yeah. So let's put the Mark of Death on the weaker one. Which was one? Yeah, so we got this Taste of Death. Now, it's a lot of AP. It's I remember I never got to use it before, because it's 4 AP cost. But it refunds the AP if you hit for each enemy you hit. So actually it's almost worth saving an AP for next time, maybe? What's the area for... Okay. Can he hit both of these guys? I'm not sure. No. Oh, we can hit these two, though. Alright. Right. Wizard. Yeah, I think we might be able to gain AP here. Let's do that. Let us do this one. Beam. Do the air. Oh, we can actually hit every single enemy with that, so we'll do that. Alright, alright, alright. I think we'll firebolt you. Seven to 11. That actually kills him. How big is the... Yeah, so we could probably, say move... If I go right between these guys... Can I hit all 3? Actually, yes. Let's do that. Sweet. Cool. Okay, well, we're going to leave the AP on him so he can actually do this Taste of Death thing next time, I think. Because I've never actually seen it in use, but there we go. How big an area does that cover? Yeah, I was wondering about that. So I can't hit... I don't think I can hit all 3, but I can maybe hit these 2. Oh, hang on. What's this? Oh, at 3 targets. Do 2 at him. Okay, so we gained AP back, which is rather nice. We could stealth and then hit, but he's so weak. I think we... do that. He's probably not got much movement left. But I think we're doing okay, so maybe we can get in his aura and heal a bit off this. What does the meteor do? I haven't even seen this yet. So 3 cost. Summon a meteor that crashes into the ground. The explosion deals 12 to 14 and burn and slow on all enemies. And we can hit both, so let's do that. Sweet! We got some powerful abilities there, it feels like. And where is the exit? Oh, there's more than one. Ah, I see. Got another one here. Okay, okay. I wonder how many there are. I can move the camera freely, so is there one the other way as well? There was as well. Alright, assume 3 then. That's interesting. I haven't had this one before with like multiple battles in the same area. That's kind of interesting. Alright. Same again. could do that. All enemies. Tempted. So that's all 3 points, isn't it? Maybe I do that. Say there. Do it. Okay, so let's mark that dude for death. I think I might drop a meteor on these guys. It's all 3 action points, but he'll get his ult afterwards. If he moves forward a bit, we can hit all of them. Level. This is the Paladin. Health by 10's interesting. I think of those, I'll take that. This is our tank. Assassin, shields, health. I'll take the health. Vizard. Yeah, I'll take the health as well. Alright. We got this dude. I mean, probably I'd be best off because it's so powerful. Casting it on. It does 20 points. Who would be the best one to? Probably still him, right? He's got the burn now, so that'll probably kill him. Okay, so we have you. It's quite a short little corridor damage, that, isn't it? 2, 6. Okay, well, let's just finish him. Ow. Oh, we'll use that then. Oh. I don't know if that refreshes his movement, though. Let's see. It doesn't. So I still can't attack anything. I could do that again, I suppose. Yeah. Alright, well, it's a bit of a shame. Anyway. Alrighty. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, well, he's dead. I don't need to do anything fancy, I don't think. There we go. Oh no, what are you doing? What are you doing? Uh-oh. Right. That was unexpected. He's become a ghoul. Okay. Frig. I'm gonna come here. Let's put shield on, seeing as we're still in a combat situation. The Paladin's still got to act. 16. Can I do 16? Possibly with the Zealous Strikes. It will heal him, but he doesn't need that. 9 to... yeah, that's probably better. 9 to 12. Then finish up with the basic. Alright. Opens the chest. Ooh, that looks like an epic thingy. Unbreakable will. Alright, well we got one more fight, I think, for this encounter. Which is rather cool. I think each of them has given us a treasure chest as well, so it's pretty nice. Presume this is the last one. Right, we want to kill these guys first now. If they can transform, that should become my priority number one. Let's give my AP to the assassin. Did I do it? No. You can actually use this now. So I think if he was to go like here, I think he can hit. Well, okay, let's go. Alright, what if that guy turns into a ghoul? He turns into a ghoul. I'm going to do this so I can actually do all of these. Oh. I think he dies to poison, doesn't he? We've got 3 back. We could do this. That'd reset. Well, I think we attack, activate that, reset cooldown. But he doesn't have the movement. But that's okay, because I can use this attack again. That maybe. I guess shield. Vanish. Alright. Wizard. Now I probably want to get rid of this guy. Ooh, how about a meteor? That's all 3. Will that kill him? No. Might be better off hitting him with this and then this. What's he obstructed by? He's not obstructed, he's right there. Good, we got AP back. Ooh, hit with that now. There we go. Okay, well, oh, what was this? Alright, gain the shield. Let's get right up in this guy's grill. Cool, that was a pretty good time. Oh, and he's dead. Okay. That's leaving, so let's just have a look around. There might be another chest, potentially. Can't see anyone. I think we're good to leave. Oh, that was fun. I haven't had a sort of a combat arena that big before. Ooh, another epic. Right. We are going to remember to equip all my stuff. Here, what we got? Holy Wrath. Barrage of Holy Bolt. I do quite like that one. Yeah, of those, yeah. Taste of Death. Oh, tier 3. Reach. What is that? Ah, applies a vulnerable as well. Hmm. Yeah, but it will upgrade it. Why not? It's a bit of an underwhelming upgrade for that, I must admit, but it's a good skill. Oh, portal sounds interesting. We could get my zap back, or... What does Shattered do? I'll take the stun back. I mean, useful to have a stun in hand, I think. Right. let's go see what I've got. So this Dark Omen, after casting 3 abilities, the next damaging ability deals double damage. That seems pretty good. Might put that on the Assassin. Gain shield equal to 25% of your missing health at the start of each turn. That's probably going on for the Paladin. What was that? Amulet? 5 health at the start of combat. That's a trinket. 10% chance to miss when your shield is exhausted. He can self-do weakness. That's not a bad way of giving himself shield. But again, I might sort of go a bit Healy on our tank there. 2 of these Gambler's Rings. When your shield is exhausted, this is an amulet. I mean, the only one who's not wearing an amulet now is the Wizard. Sure, why not? Oh no, 10% chance to miss on attacks on him, I think. Although that said, I might actually swap those round, because the Paladin's got that sort of self-heal ability, hasn't he? So actually maybe he's not a good candidate for that. There we go. Alright. Good stuff there. We got another mysterious event. As you press forward through the narrow mountain pass, strange chanting echoes in the distance. You follow the sound to a clearing where a tribe of goblins gathers around a blazing bonfire. Their eyes gleam in the firelight, and the air thrums with an ancient primal energy. One goblin, taller and draped in feathers, raises a hand and halts your approach. It looks and croaks at you.
Outsiders, we make an offering to a great one. You join?
The goblin shuffles, staring expectantly. The ritual isn't over, and they seem eager to accept contributions. I'll gain an item. I think I'm slightly worried that I'd lose something I've got equipped, and I like all the stuff I've got equipped. Ooh, Radiant Pearl. That's like a legendary thing. Okay, yeah. Seems good. What does that do? It's an amulet. Shock a random enemy for 4 damage when gaining shield. Damage dealt is increased by your damage modifier. So I've got +1 on the Paladin for damage modifier. In fact, they all have. Yeah, I think versus what he's wearing. Yeah, that seems good. And what have you got on? Yeah, okay. Well, seems pretty good. Look, I mean, we're only 3 health points off, but I think I'd rather do a bit of healing before the boss than a fight that potentially would, you know, do damage to us. So at each of the healing points, you heal up 40% of your damage. Obviously, we were fairly close to our maximum anyway, but let's go into the boss fight, fully stocked on HP and items and everything else. It's been the same boss fight the last 2 runs I've done, so I'm wondering if it kind of, the Act 1 boss is kind of always fixed. It's the bandit leader? Yeah. So I've done this one a couple of times now. He's a tricksy little guy. But this feels like the strongest team I've had in any of my runs yet. So this guy, his deal, he's got a lot of health, but he's got a damage reduction of 1 damage point for every ally that he currently has, and he's so he kind of starts off with summon. He's going to bring in a couple of summon waves as well. So the best thing we can do really is to sort of tank him while others are sort of taking out the mobs. So let's think about that. What we got? Holy Wrath, damage to all. That's our new one, isn't it? Is that? Yeah. What I probably want to do is if I could hit 2 mobs with it, but I can't. 7 to 10 damage to nearby enemies. I wonder if he puts the shield thing on, because that'll do damage, won't it? And he gets shield. Guardian Angel. There we go, so he took damage. He, funnily enough, didn't, but... that's 2 cost. And these are both 1, so I think let's... probably mark that guy, but let's think about process here. So 9 health. I think I coat poison, or should I vanish and then shiv him? Well, we're going to mark him anyway. Actually wonder if we might drop a meteor on him. We do both. I'm trying to think of the right way around of doing this. Okay, well, let's coat poison. Let's do this. So what I'm thinking is, actually, I probably want to move him out of the way so the wizard can actually do his thing. So he's got 4 health, so if I do it with this electrocute, we'll actually gain AP back. Go. Oh, we're leveled. That's good. We'll take ultimate generation at this point, seeing as this is kind of the end of the demo. Health by 10? Yeah, why not? Sure, we'll take that. We're in the boss fight. Let's take health. Okay, so we've got our 3 AP back. I could do a meteor, or put some bleed on these guys, maybe. Hit him. What we got? So he's got 1 left, but that's pretty much. He could shield, but then he'd lose the stealth. So I think we'll just leave him, and he can do his thing next time. We're gonna sort of try and tank the boss. And the wizard, I think, will draw back a little bit there. Okay, done. Watch him summon new people in. I knew it, summon goons, so he's gonna bring in a couple more. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, well, these two are in a big group now, so that might work for us for like a meteor. We got. Yeah, this thing could work now. This taste of death. 3 target. Okay, so he can hit him, and he can hit her. So he'll get all the AP back. So, guess the question is, should I mark someone? Probably you. Let's do this. So we should gain 3 AP back for this, which is rather nice. That'd be pretty good if he can move a bit closer and get both of them. How much does it do? 5 to 7. I'm wondering if maybe I vanish first. Vanish. Cast that. Got a kill, so he's stealthed again. Oh, he could go Reaper, but I've just wasted the movement. I think I'll save it for next go. Then we got Pally. Don't know if that kills him. Do both of these. Which is his shield one? Oh, oh, he's done that one. Might change him to thorns. Okay, well, let's keep going. Assassin's taking a lot of damage. Alright, so what can we do? What can we do? Well, we could Where'd that guy go? Oh, he must have died. Okay. Well, we could Reaper. Reset cooldowns. He could zap them then, couldn't he? Potentially be a bit closer, I think. Let's do this. Let's put Reaper on. Let's do this actually. Boom, boom, boom. We can do that. Kill either of these. Probably not, but we could maybe put some damage on with another character. He's got stun protection, this guy. It's kind of why I'm not using it. 7 to 11. That's the better one. She's got 5. Can he kill her with 5? Yes. He's out of range. He can do this though. Bang. He's shield himself now. He's almost got his Reaper thing back up. Hallie. Ooh, that's interesting. He's got that as well. Okay, well, let's do that. Back for that. Let's hit him with that. Okay, we'll turn the tide a little bit here, I think. We need to get the paladin down here. 3. We do... Doesn't need the health, but it is a lot of damage, but I think we're still better off doing these both for 1 cost each. And we'll leave that there. He's going to call in more stuff now. Yeah. They're only 8 health though, these guys, so you can kind of mass delete them. Stealth. Okay, let's Reaper. Good. If you see all the movement, we come down and stab this. Well, maybe stab this one. Right, well, I want to stick the shield on everyone first, I think. Oh, that killed that one. Is that... Hmm. Okay, I don't know why that did that, but I'm happy that it did. Probably move the paladin first. Because I've only got this one attack left. Well, tell you what. Do that. I'll donate my... Oh, because it's going to be on kills, isn't it? And I could still donate AP to the wizard. You could get in both those attacks. Do a bit of damage, but it's not going to stun him, unfortunately. Oh, we're out of movement. Yeah, the paladin, let's try and just put you between you. Assassin. Yeah, I'm going to move him away as well, because he's a bit low on health. Ah, the wizard! At least we had that. Ah, oh god, that was a big hit. Okay. Right, we're getting him down though. We can probably kill this guy though. Can't do both. Do that though and get his AP back. Burn on. Feel the burn. Put our ult on. Go on then. Have some damage and bleed and all the good stuff. There we go. And we're going to run you away, I think. Right, assassin. Can I actually hit it? Oh, okay, I can get up. Okay. So let's coat poison. Stabby stab. Shield. And we'll run away a little bit. And we got Paladin. Game of can we kill him? We're going to call him more. Yep. Yeah, so even if they've got the movement to get to someone, they don't attack on their first turn, which I like. It would suck a bit if it did that. 6 to 8 damage to nearby enemies. We could do 7 and 11 to nearby enemies. Or 9 to 11 to all enemies. I would kill all 3 of these things. Let's do that. Just hit him. So we've got the poison coating, so we can get both of these things on him. We attack, Reaper, then attack. And then I think the mage can finish him. Should we finish him with a meteor? Oh, it didn't quite. Oh god, it didn't quite. Whoops. Okay, well, he's still alive, but well, he's got 3 health and he's got 16 fire, 12 poison and a bleed. I think he might be dead. There we go. Level 6. I mean, none of this really matters because this is the end of the run, because it's just the demo. But were you building towards Act 2, you'd probably spend a bit more time thinking about this stuff. Alright, let's just grab the gold. We'll see what's in the chest. There's a couple of chests, I think, actually. Three, in fact. Alright, I think that's probably it. Oh, it's a bit more gold here. Might as well grab it, I suppose. We'll be able to spend it. Alright, well, it's already on my wish list, so I can say no there. But yes, that would go to Act 2, which should be great. You get a little stat screen. So most damage dealt was actually our wizard by quite some distance. He did the most shields. He didn't do the most healing. That was the paladin. Thorns damage, lots of burn, lots of poison from the assassin. And lots of bleed applied, surprisingly, by the wizard. That's pretty cool. You get little level up screens, so each time they hit a level they get a little boon. Or rather something else that gets unlocked for them to pick. So Martyr, okay. So there's lots of meta progression it looks like between runs, which is always appreciated, for me anyway. Shadow Strike, that's interesting. I like the Assassin Stealth build, I actually really appreciate that. Yeah, so once you're on this screen then, so if we went to select hero, let's go out with the guys we went out with last time. So if we went to the wizard and went to the Font of Souls, yeah, so he's got 278 to spend, so I could give him extra health, speed, or ultimate charge with that. The assassin, how much did he get? Yeah, so he had a little bit already, so he could maybe get some extra shield generation next time. And those are permanent buffs there, and so you can kind of see, like, you know, the more runs you do, the stronger your guys get, the further you can presumably progress into Acts 2 and 3. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I think it's a great game. I have to say, yeah, definitely one I'll be keeping an eye on. And as I said, the link to the Steam store page is in the description to this video, so if you've enjoyed what you've seen in this demo, go check it out. But thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, if you could hit that like button, that'd be awesome. Do leave a comment, let me know your thoughts on what we've seen here today. And a big thank you as always to our channel members as well for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. Continues to be hugely appreciated, so thanks guys. And if anyone else is interested in checking those out and gaining early access to the videos I put out, that'd be awesome. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.